All right. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let's see if we good. Our level's good. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We good. We good. We good. Mic check, mic check. Morning Masters Podcast. Your host, mate, of course. I'm back with another episode, another Thinking Out Loud. First and foremost, thank you to all supporters, listeners of people who shared the podcast last episode. Got a lot of good feedback from the episode with Ken. I normally do. That is a very, very intelligent young man. I learned so much just from that conversation. Honestly, we went in with no pointers, no point of conversation, no point of topics, nothing. We just started talking and hit record and went, and it was well. I got a lot of reels that I want to put out, and it's the reason why I didn't put it out this week. And you'll hear more about it in this episode. If you don't know, whatever, I got headphones on right now, and I normally don't wear headphones, right? But it's the reason why I got them on. I got this new thing here, and I'm just trying to test it out and make sure before I do a good episode, and I can't put it out because the audio messed up. I probably will never be having headphones again on this particular Thinking Out Loud, but for today, I will have them on for a little while until, I can maneuver through this. I got the new Rodecaster Pro too, by the way. It's a new one that dropped. I like the way it sounds so far. Very, very crisp, and I love it. So, so far it's a good investment. So we get some good interviews, some good topics, some good conversations going. I think it'll be worth the while. You know me, I want to play some music real quick. Local music, we're going to play Q-Dog. We're going to play Q-Dog Know Me off his latest project, Pray. This is Q-Dog. He's from Augusta. I like Q-Dog music, by the way, too. Speaking of Q-Dog, he has some...
They talking like they know me.
Word?
My daddy was a OG. Papa New York, Papa, he the police. Daddy bought some tickets in the nose. Oh, yes, I'ma turn the favor with the flow. Seas. First charge I ever caught was methamphetamine. Never had a misdemeanor, I caught felony. Childhood friends wanna kill me over jealousy. They talking like they know me. My daddy was a OG. Papa New York, Papa, he the police. Fuck a rapper in the AP. This shit crazy. I seen a mother lose her baby. It's like I grow weed. I got so much out of get OG. Wet like she baby. I left her something with little potent. First lick, I went and hit, I was 17. Look like I'm selling bricks, I'm just selling weed. First charge I ever caught methamphetamine. They talking like they know me. My daddy was a OG. Papa New York, Papa, he the police. Daddy bought some tickets in the nose. Bleed. I'ma turn the favor with the flow. Seas. No soda unless it's mixed with the codeine. And if niggas wanna die, we kill them slow.
Hey, real quick, my soda don't have codeine in it. I'm gonna just tell you right now. This is just wild cherry Pepsi, I swear to God. Go ahead, Q-Dog, I'm sorry.
First charge I ever caught was methamphetamine. Never had a misdemeanor, I caught felony. Childhood friends wanna kill me over jealousy. Oh, yes, one of them kids from MK, they ain't had no dreams. Can't drink a soda.
Mic check.
Codeine. I took a pill with my saliva, I ain't had no dreams. Should've went to a HBCU, I get so geek. And my whole circle keep it G, they still gon' see if you want it. And I be sliding
Mike.
My whole team be going ham, they tired of eating bologna. They tired of eating bologna. Feds trying to sneak a peek on me. I charge a fee for a song, but you can get it free if we homies. I wanna be with my hoe, tell her stop leaving me lonely. All of that popping up over. Why you like sneaking up on me? Why you like creeping up on me?
All right. Mic check. Morning Masters Podcast, just made, of course. That was Q-Dog Know Me off his latest project is Pray. It's on iTunes. You can go check that out. I like that song. First song on the project is probably that. Either that or I like Candyman too. I don't know. I like Q-Dog's a good rapper. He makes good music. So shout out to Q-Dog, man. So first and foremost, thank you to all supporters again. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all the listeners, all the people who supported last episode, and we'll continue to do so as I put more reels and more clips out. So a few things I want to address really quickly. First thing, my hat. I got Morning Masters hat. I had a photo shoot today with courtesy of Reggie Middleton from Came From Nothing clothing line. If you remember last year, I had the blue jacket, my Came From Nothing jacket I would wear. Reggie made a joke. He made a joke. He said, "Damn, you done got big, boy." Reggie said, "Damn, you done got big, boy." Hey, look, y'all, I know I gained some weight. I like it, though. I think it fits me well. But, yeah, he said that, and I actually can't fit that jacket anymore. So, Reggie, once you watch this game, I'm going to tag you. I need you to get I need an extra large now in that jacket, at least in that jacket. But, nonetheless, he has shirts right now. So, he made a Augusta-themed shirt strictly for the Masters Week, I guess, when, tourists and stuff come in town. He wants you guys to go shop there. You know where the shop is at on James Brown Boulevard. It's a Came From Nothing shop. What I do want you to do is, though, make sure you go purchase one of these shirts. If you can see it, has the Augusta and Augusta logo, which was handcrafted by an Augusta artist. Jew, go follow him on Instagram. He's at the photo shoot as well. Very, very dope individual. And on the back of it, you can't see, I might put a picture on it. If you can't see in the back of it, it says "More Than the Masters." So shout out to Reggie and Came From Nothing for allowing me to be a part of that. So the Augusta themed shirt from Came From Nothing during Masters Week is a joint venture with, Reggie Middleton, me for my More Than Masters thing on the back, and then you got Jew who drew, and it's amazing, man. Amazing shirt. We had a photo shoot today. Hopefully it comes out soon and I can show you that. So that was a dope experience today too. So that's that. It was nothing I wanted to say before I started, but yo, you know what? I gotta say this. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, man. All jokes aside, this is me being serious right now. I'm trying to be serious, right? Listen, man. I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays, right? But when somebody posts or says, rest in peace to their loved one, or post that their loved one is gone, or makes a post about someone passing that they're near and dear to, why do people feel the need to go in a post and comment, "Tell me you lying"? Why would he lie? Why would he be lying? Like, I know you're not serious. Why would he post this, or why would she post this and not be serious? I don't understand. That's the weirdest thing to me. Like, or when people pass and people like pick the phone up, they not here, bro. They're not picking the phone up. Like, and I know it sounds comedic, but I saw something this week and that really bothered me that I seen that. I'm like, damn, he probably hurting, and he get notifications. Somebody asking him, "Are you serious?" Like, why would he be joking about somebody passing away? It just don't make sense. It's not. It just. I digress. Anyway, yeah, we got to stop that, man. We definitely got to stop that. So, I want to talk about a few things today, man, and I'm only doing this really because I want to kind of test this out, the sound and audio piece, but I figure my testing, not always try to make content when I'm testing something out. Regardless if it go good or bad, I always try to make content. So, I want to play something first, all right? I'm going to play something first. Something Slim sent me earlier this week from his podcast.
I first started podcasting, I never wanted to be a fucking interviewer. I always wanted to be a podcaster.
Yeah.
But I also didn't have a real good definition or identity of a podcast yet. But what really made me figure out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it was Maine.
Tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would sit around Maine and I would watch him do interviews and I'd be like, damn, this nigga is good as fuck at this shit.
Yeah, Maine next level.
Yeah, and I used to be like, can I do this?
Yeah.
And then I would try to do it, and I'd be like, that shit sucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like, I'll be like, fuck that shit. I ain't doing that shit no more. Then I'll just sit down with you, and that shit'll be perfect. I'll be like, see, that's how I want shit to be. But then I'll be around Maine again, and I'll be like, bro, I ain't gonna be good at this until I can do what Maine can do. Then I slowly figured out how to do that shit. When I first started podcasting,
I
never
messed it up or not, but I was touching the buttons. But yeah, he sent me a clip of that, right? And I thought that was he sent me the link first, and then he told me where to go to. I watched the whole thing because I support him. And I got to that part. I said, "Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about." And I said, "Send me that link. I'm gonna post it on Instagram if you follow me on there." But that, so it's like it's stuff like that makes everything you do, all the hard work you put in, all worth it. You know, I know I talk about him a lot on this podcast and talk about a lot of other podcasts on my podcast, but when it comes to certain people that I genuinely respect their craft, respect the work they put in, respect the outcomes they get, and I just respect them as media personalities or artists in our own form. For him to say that on that podcast with his friends that he's near and dear to, his brothers, so to speak, meant a lot. And to know that everything I've done with podcasting, as it relates to the city and just people around me that wants to touch it, don't want to touch it, going to be around, jump in, jump out, all that stuff. I've always been genuine, super genuine with everything. So if I've ever given you pointers, if I ever brought you to the studio, if I ever sent you a clip, if I ever helped you buy something or helped you get over an idea, helped you with your sound, your audio, or anything constructive, anything progressive, anything in relation to podcasting, I want everybody to know that it's always been super genuine. I've never done it. Like, even though Slim said that stuff and I told him send it to me, I don't do it for that. I don't do it so somebody could say, yeah, he helped me. I do it because I genuinely want everybody that wants to do this, or that feels like, you know, this is something that they're passionate about. I genuinely want them to succeed, and I genuinely want them to do things with passion. And I'm passionate in all my progressive conversations or criticism conversations or constructive criticism conversations. I'm progressive in all of those. But that was just a small part of what I wanted to talk about today. So one of the reasons why I didn't put more clips out from the episode with Ken this week. Matter of fact, I can take these off now. I just can't deal with these. I'm sorry. I don't know how people do that, bro. I don't know how people do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't do the headphones, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I can't do them. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, no, let me not touch that. I don't know what I'm doing. So, the reason why I didn't put the Ken episode out, reason why I didn't put snippets of the Ken episode out, Ken Megan episode out, because this week I've been super, super busy with what I would consider a test at hand. I think this week was a test of what I possibly can or can't do, where I stand amongst my peers, and it's almost like it's like your plate is in front of you. It's about you going and making sure you eat all of it, or you going and make sure you get to your plate so you can be fed. And I feel like that's what's in front of me right now. What's in front of me right now is a plate. And outside of podcasting, my real work, my real job, I feel like there's a plate in front of me, and I have to make sure I'm at the table to eat that plate, right? And so I'm hungry for it, right? And so this week I've been super busy trying to make a statement in that world. So I do think it allows, and I feel like a lot of times, I know I get praised for certain things I do, but one of the things that I do the most, I don't know if I get praised or nothing for it. I don't care about getting it for it, but that I think behind the scenes people don't really see is it's what you develop, it's what you influence, it's what people you touch, it's what you do when you don't know what's going to happen, but you're doing it, and then something happens, right? So I had a big district walk this week, so I kind of canceled everything I was doing on the weekend to prepare for that walk. I took a lot of put a lot of time in for this walk. I approached this walk as if it was a test, because it was, naturally, technically speaking. So I approached it as such. And so that was my first task of the week, right? So on Wednesday, district team comes in, they do their thing, they there all day, which is very weird, because sometimes you do half days, they go to different stores, but this store is this store has been the bottom of everything. You name it, customer service, sales, anything, safety, just management, people coming to work, or just they've been the bottom of every metric that that company has to grade a store on performance-based levels. They're at the bottom of every single thing. So it was hard trying to come in there, and I don't have a bottom mindset. I've been in bottom stores, but I never had a bottom attitude. I've been in bottom situations, but I never had a bottom attitude. I feel like a lot of things, as it relates to where you stand in life, or where you're gonna be in life with certain things, or how you're gonna approach some things, all about your approach, all about where you stand at when you're approaching certain situations. So I'm coming in there with my mindset of, okay, change. Let's do a 180. Let's fix this, but in small steps. Let's fix this. See how that look. Let's go from there. So it's in so many words, it's a project I'm taking on. So with that, that day to me was like, okay, this is the day. We're gonna rock out. I didn't speak to a lot of people that day, or up until that day. I wasn't think I was stressing, because I don't believe in stressing, so to speak. But I am. It's on my mind. It's not stressing, but it's on my mind. So, needless to say, the walk went good. It had its rough points, because, like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day. It had its rough points, but walk went good enough for me to say, for me to be told this was the best walk this store has had in the last 4 years. All right, and I want to tell you, in 4 years. So it's 2023. 4 years would have been 2019, if my math serves me correctly. In 2019, I wasn't in a position I am now, for one, and even in that position I wasn't, which I was still in management, I wasn't who I am now. So, and I think COVID was 2020. So that'll tell you it's not just COVID. It's more so just a culture-driven store where that store just been the bottom forever, pretty much, or last 4 years. And for the level I want to get to, or I would want to get to, I'm not there, on paper at least. I'm filling in. So that was a test to say, hey, look, he probably can do this, because you had managers, or you had people at that level that couldn't do what this person came and did in less than however much time you want to say I was there, a month, 2 months, whatever. But it's the thing, that's just me wanting to say I had to go walk, to go walk. And it was good for that store. It wasn't good for me. But like I said, I'm hungry. So when you're hungry, a lot of things that are like fulfilling to others aren't fulfilling to you. I'm still hungry for more, and I know we can do better. But that's another story. The main thing I want to talk about, and this is going to lead up to one of my next episodes next week, hopefully we can get it done, is one of the best things that happened to me this week. It was a full circle thing, man. I promise you. And it ties into Slim. I promise you it does. One of the best things that happened this week was when I became assistant store manager over a little over a year or some change ago. My first ever associate I ever hired, and I hired him as my department supervisor. So he's manager under me. He managed outside on the garden. That day, he actually got promoted to be an ASM, and that was the highlight of my day. Even though I got the nice score, the nice walk, and they said this thing, they gave me kudos and all that stuff, that was the best part of my day. Reason being is because not making that about me per se, because like he did his own thing, but it speaks to what I'm talking about as far as being passionate and doing things behind the scenes and not knowing what's going to be. So me teaching and training him and showing him the ropes and believing in him in the first place, they told me he was too young. They told me that he was immature. They told me that he wasn't going to do right. He wasn't going to do this. And I'd be damned if he ain't come the best, if not the first, second best DS in that building. Off people saying he couldn't do it. Worked up under me. We did great things together. He put a lot of hard work in. I don't want to spoil you when I talk to him, so I'm going to save that. But things like that be fulfilling to me. So knowing that your imprint is on somebody is fulfilling to me. Knowing that you led someone to want to better themselves is fulfilling to me. I think that, and the reason why I'm talking about in per se anyway, just because like when Slim sent me that, I thought about, damn, like Slim do his thing. He's the man in Columbia County. He do a thing. He man in Richmond County. Yeah, he do his thing. Dope content. Approaches podcasting very, very, very well. Does it at a high level. Everything, photography, podcasting, anything with media, he does it at a high level. And for him to feel like I have some type of imprint on how he approaches podcasts and how he approaches what he loves to do. He loves to do this. Slim loves to record. If he could record every single day, I think he would record every single day. But for him to acknowledge the fact that, you know, I wanted to do this like him. I wanted to do this like him. My guy Tony, the same thing. For him to follow in them footsteps and I'm going to take that leap. I'm going to take your spot because I'm not at the Star I used to be at anymore. I don't work there anymore. But he fulfilled the role I was in. That also tells me that I did a damn good job as an ASM because for the DS that's under me to get in my spot, when you move up, anybody up under you should be able to move up in your spot. That to me, that determines whether you're a good trainer, whether you're a good teacher, whether you're a good manager, whether you're a good sensei, whatever you want to call it. If you're good at what you're doing, the person up under you is going to move up when you move up. And that's how it's supposed to be. And I feel like that does a lot for my track record tonight. When you're around me and not just me, but one of the things I've seen is, or I believe in is, you know, you're going to get as far as the people around you for no reason. So with that being said, you know, I feel like I'm somebody that if you stick around and you soak up, or if you're around me, you're going to advance, you're going to do great things, you're going to learn, you're going to change your mindset, your demeanor, your approach to a lot of situations. And I pride myself on that. I pride myself on that a lot because I got kids. I want them to do the same thing. But other than that, it's no more fulfilling feeling than knowing that something that you're doing, you're saying, you're teaching, you're training, things that you're putting out is actually being caught. And not only caught, but being grasped to the point where you're doing it at a level where people can actually say, I got that from Maine, or I learned that from Maine, or like, yeah, I was around Maine, I just caught on to it. Like, that's fulfilling to me. Because if you ain't doing that, you ain't doing nothing in this world. Like, you really just taking up space. If you're out here and you're not teaching, you're not training, you're not trying to learn or make people learn things that you know, you're not trying to advance nobody, you just hogging all the game to yourself, hogging all knowledge to yourself, hogging all the accolades to yourself, you ain't doing nothing. You just taking up space. I even want the Tony or whoever, Slim, to do better than me in anything. I wouldn't mind they did better than me in anything because that's my mentality. My mentality is, you know, I want to mold anybody I can mold and then go from there, because what I do want them to do is, just like if I did something for Slim, if I did something for Tony, I want them to do the same thing to others. That's all I want, you know. But I want to test the mic out. I'm sorry, it's not gonna be a long pod. I want to test these mics out. Was that good? Was that good? Oh, come on, man. All right. All right. So I like to shout out people that's doing positive things in the community, and also help people that's doing positive things in the community. So, I met a guy today. I hit him up, man. Corey Bailey. It's Music Lessons by Corey Bailey. Private lessons, group lessons. I'll read this piece real quick. It says, music ignites all areas of a child's development and skills for school readiness, including intellectual, social, emotional, motor, language, and overall literacy. It helps the body and mind work together. Exposing children to music during early development helps them learn the sounds and meanings of words. So hit up Corey Bailey for music lessons, private lessons, group lessons, engineering, producing, recording, and more. Ages 12 through 21, music gives students unique opportunities to express themselves creatively and build confidence. So you can hit them up at familyfunstudios.com or text call 706-750-3060. Once again, that's 706-750-3060. I met the guy today, went to the studio. Very, very dope studio, very dope individual. I think that that'll be a great thing for children, especially if you got children between ages 12 and 21. I would definitely tell you to go ahead and let your kid do some music, man. Music is art. Art is taking over. Art is life. Art is everything. Why not? Like I said, I think it's a good opportunity. It's not too many people in the community that's willing to go ahead and give lessons and do that type of thing. So let's go ahead and embrace that. If you're interested, if you got kids that you know you can't put them in this, you can't put them in that, hit them up, man. 706-750-3060. And that is not a ad, by the way. This is not paid ad. I just did it because I liked the studio. I liked what I saw. I liked his demeanor. I thought that was great. I like his mindset as towards wanting to help the kids. So thought that was a great idea, and he seemed like a dope individual. So I wanted to go ahead and give him that shout out. Shout out to him, man. All right. Check. Anyway, More Less Podcast, we out. Let's go.